or 24th, who knows, of Born in Trouble, and I'm your host, John X. It's wonderful to be here. It's just wonderful to be here. Is that racist to say stuff like that if you're not even realizing that you're doing it? It's wonderful to be here. Anyway, we're going to start with Philadelphia, my man. Mr. Brooks with the good looks. I'm starting on the wrong foot already, man. It's gonna be a doozy.
Apparently, it's not wonderful to be here because it would be racist to say that it's wonderful to be here. So it's not wonderful to be here.
Wonderful to be here. And of course, from Ohio, Mr. Reggie Wood.
Good evening, everybody.
Ohio.
So, hey, fellas, how we doing today on this Monday afternoon? Lots of interesting stuff going on in the world today. None that I really care too much about, such as Donald Trump had his trial. I was watching that as I was working out. There was another guy in the gym at the same time. I laughed. He left.
What do you mean you laughed? He left.
I don't know. They were describing something about an interaction that he had with the judge, and he was just basically putting on his normal carnival barker thing. And I laughed because it's like funny. It's funny that they're still doing reports about it 3 years later. And this is what I'm watching on CNN. This is the most important thing in the world is this guy. And it's just like it wasn't just because it was Donald Trump. It was because it's fucking ridiculous. So I laughed because it was ridiculous.
I don't even know what I'm watching with that whole fiasco. It's just
Thank you.
I just it seems like I don't know. What's the timeline to wrap this stuff up?
Mm-hmm.
I had a little on my podcast. I think I did a show about we've just been in this era. Instead of MC Hammer's pumps and a bump, it's been Trumps and a crump with either the crump lawyer cat or Donald Trump just in our face the last 5 to 7 years or whatever.
That's bad emceeing, but I see where you were going with it.
I tried.
It rhymed. It was bad emceeing though, but it's like, hey, Rob, your thought on?
I mean, we're in unprecedented territory. We've never had such a flagrant criminal as the president of the United States. So, every move that he makes is another step towards, a banana republic. And I guess that all should be documented. There are those who think that we shouldn't cover him and that we shouldn't give him any oxygen. But at the same time, his followers still believe him. If you don't shed light on this thing,
I'm gonna have to skip to an unrelated question very quickly, Rob. This is a show about 4 black men, and it's a lot of black stuff. So this might be off topic for some people. They may not get this, but as you were speaking, I heard you say watching every step, and then you said something about breath, and I was just thinking, were you listening to the police today? Did you hear any old police today?
I was not. See, I thought you were going to go in the New Edition direction, though. Bobby Brown, every little step you take. Because, they're going to do a residency in Vegas now.
Right, I saw that.
Who knows if Bobby's going to throw up a half the shows, but that's what they're going to do now.
I didn't see him in the promotional this morning. But I'm saying, were you listening to the police at all today? Because you just made 3 alliterations to 3 of their songs.
I was not listening to Sting and the Police this morning. It's been probably a week. I did watch a special last weekend about the band that he put together to make the search for the Blue Turtles or whatever. When he put Kenny Kirkland and Branford and Omar Hakim, when he got all those jazz cats together. It's fantastic music, by the way.
Okay.
Did you introduce me to?
Really?
Yeah, the first time I ever heard the the Blue Turtles album was at your spot, the railroad apartment at Howard.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. It was eclectic. It was quite a little weirdo. Reg, were you a little bit weird when you were in school? College, listening to different music?
Oh man, I was I mean, it wasn't a playlist back then, but I had some of everything in the rotation, man. I mean, good music is good music.
It's supposed to be.
Okay. Yeah, that's basically it. That's the whole 9 yards. It's like good music is good music. The Police.
I can't. What's the joint with In Your Eyes, Peter Gabriel?
Yeah. It was one of those movies too. It's one of those Christopher Columbus movies too. Your Eyes.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But I was listening to that about a month ago or so, and I'm blown away at how phenomenally recorded that song is. Like it just sounds excellent. Like they got everything right. However many years ago that they produced it, it comes out of the speakers really nicely in 2023.
It's like crazy. You listen to the old music now, you really have an appreciation for it, especially in comparison to the things that they're making now, which is just bubblegum pop, turned over. Even the rock music is pop. No wonder why these dudes are so mad and trying to find Trump, because they're trying to find, you can't define yourself and your masculinity in your music. And generally that's a space where when musicians are talking about being sensitive to gender, how are you going to make any music that rocks, that makes you feel anything? You have to have emotion with that. But this kind of brings me to something I saw on Twitter today, which was, I think it was this guy, the master student. I'm not sure if that's the same dude that we had on the show, like maybe a year ago. A year and a half ago. Do you remember the master student?
The master student?
Yeah, I think I did an interview with Kat and everything. I'm gonna have to look it up. But he was posting something on Twitter about how back in the day, one of the problems with Will and Jada is that it's the age-old problem between the cat in the suit, the dude in the suit, and the bad boy in the street. Who everybody, and the bad boy in the street always is the one that the girls wants, and the dude in the suit, that's the studious one, that's more of a straight arrow and everything, always seems to get the short end of the stick when it comes to the girls in the Black community. Do you think that's true? And but the one thing I thought, just before you even answer that question, let me just say, there was a time in America where the dude in the suit was the bad boy. In Black America, that was the bad guy. So how historically correct could that actually be?
Well, at some point, the culture turned, and it was while we were growing up. Mm-hmm. But at some point, your level of authenticity in the streets, or your perceived level of authenticity in the streets, became your currency. So how hard you were became a thing. Mm-hmm. And the nerd cats got pushed to the side a little bit. So like speaking for myself personally, I'm from Brentwood. I'm not street, I'm not from any project, had both my parents around for the most part, had lots of people around. Like, I get that sometimes from women. Like they want that hard rock. What's going on, Grant? They want that hard rock, dude. And so you gotta push on them gently every once in a while. You gotta give them a gentle face plant, not lyrically, not physically, but you gotta, every once in a while you gotta remind them that, just cause I ain't hood, just cause I wear the suit, don't mean that I'm gonna let you just walk all over here.
Truth. And speaking of wearing a suit, the City Wind King, Detroit Firefighter Supreme, Mr. Grant Lancaster, how you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. What it do?
I'm kind of bummed, man. I was kind of hoping that you was taking a head break, and you were going to join us here tonight. was rooting for you, brother.
Yeah, we were all kind of hoping that you were getting a little something there. So, because this is the type of show that it is. It's not toxic masculinity. It's
Right.
loving masculinity.
Yes, sir. What the deal, Wood? How you feel?
I'm all right, man. What's good, Grant? Good to see you, pulled up.
It's all to the good, brother.
And you pulled up right on time because, as we were saying, we were just having a conversation about street brothers getting all the women. Everybody loves a hood and everything. Is that true? Do you find that true?
Yeah, until they don't. Everybody want a thug until that thug start thugging.
How about that?
How about that? Good answer.
Yeah.
Till you clean it up the mess by yourself. Because he is otherwise detained.
Yeah.
But I mean, my thought was also too, are the two things mutually exclusive? Like, is it such a thing as being like, either or, there's no mean, like nice guys out there?
I mean, people cross the lines, We knew dudes who was hood, but they had some charm. Wasn't necessarily thugging, but they was street as hell.
Reg,
what you got to say about that, bro?
What's the depth really on the thugs, though, man? I mean, some of these, at a certain point, there's some value on conversation and being a little well-rounded and everything, man. And some of your thugs, I mean, unless they spending, all the time together in the bedroom, like, buns and belly and whatnot with Keisha or whatever. But if it's not going down like that, I mean, every once in a while, you gotta take a trip to the zoo or the museum, talk about some of the great music that we just mentioned. I just don't know if it's a lot of depth there in the hard rocks.
Yeah, but there ain't a lot of depth to the culture sometimes. There's a lot of people who,
right.
They'd have problems drowning in the piece of the culture that they fucking with.
Yeah, the culture
they might not be able to fill up their lungs with that bullshit.
The culture is ratchet.
Definitely. Well, unfortunately,
the resident romantic on the show, though. So I just threw my perspective out there.
Well, Grant kind of killed all the romance when he showed up for the show. We were hoping that, in our minds, we were hoping that there was some romance going on.
Look, I could have kept it going. I could have kept it moving.
I mean,
we appreciate the fact that you're here, bro.
Yeah, this is dedication.
We're kind of dedication,
bro.
That you tripped into something, soft. Something soft.
I mean, part of this whole show is that we try and kind of live vicariously at different times, and it's not toxic love. Right. It's not toxic masculinity. It's just, loving masculinity. It's just like this is what we do, right?
Absolutely.
We've forgotten a lot of aspects of black culture. There was a famous student of Georgetown who once said, "We are 11 people," in describing relationships between black men and black women. We are 11 people. That kind of encapsulated everything. So, let's remember some of that in these times of strife and struggle. When you find yourself in times of struggle. What?
You going back to the upper room?
What? No. So, Rob, man, you're getting ready to go back to work. You work for a university there at Drexel. They had a problem with Jewish students there?
They're having problems on a lot of these campuses in Philadelphia. It's, this is somehow this topic, we've allowed one group to sort of run off and create their own narrative around this topic. And there can be no other opinions about it. But unfortunately, the way that some people are expressing the alternate opinion, even though they haven't been oppressed the same way the Palestinian people are, You would think that they have been,
Mm.
because they've been, people behave kind of ugly around this, but unfortunately, it's been ugly for a long time.
I
The
think
whole
that
thing's been ugly.
I think that a part of it is that I was saying yesterday that we have generations of people that the only way they know how to communicate with other people is through the lens of protesting and yelling. And by design, that doesn't allow for conversation like we have here, right now going on. It doesn't allow for the minutia to even sink in or seeping. So, I mean, you go into the numbers, and it's not really a positive thing around the world for the opinions. It's like more like 80% of the world is against what's going on in that region of the world right now and the decisions that are being made. There are literally like 5 countries that are saying anything other than ceasefire and stop what you're doing. And it's just rolling on because it's like it's going to roll on until it's complete. That is the actual thing. But do students have the right to be accosted as they're going to class? Is it really on them? Is it really on those students?
Is this more of an East Coast, like probably, I don't know, maybe Philly and eastward? Is it kind of isolated to that? Because I'm here in the Midwest, man, and like I wouldn't know a Jewish person just by looking at somebody. I just wouldn't know a Jewish person. So I just feel like here in the mid, you up in Detroit, but that's a bigger metropolitan and whatnot. But I'm just not near to where angst towards Jewish people is something that's a constant thing. So I'm kind of just.
I don't even think you can really say honestly that it is even a thing, because if you don't see it, then it's not a thing. It's something that you're talking about. It's sort of like the whole situation. It's like if a tree falls in the forest and you're not there to see it, did it actually fall? And that's not just to say that these people are just like crying wolf. Obviously, there's something going on. But this is what we hear as Black people most of the times in these situations, right? Did someone actually do anything? Did you actually see it? It's like, if we're going to run with these metrics, I'm just trying to run with these metrics on the same level. That's all. So I'm not saying that
background of the victim.
Yeah, I'm not saying that nothing did happen. I'm just saying that obviously, and that's the reason why I'm asking Rob, because I know he has some type of.
They've had some incidents on campus. They've had some graffiti, some anti-Semitic graffiti. I mean, opinions run high on this,
right?
As well they should. This isn't a simple situation, and unfortunately, all of us here on this call are far too familiar with what happens when you live in a community where you don't truly where you have freedom, in the very broadest sense. Yes, we have freedom and we're protected by the same rules as everybody else. But in the reality and the practice, our communities are not shown the same grace as other communities are. And when you live in that type of community, eventually that's got to boil over.
Well, I think it's important to actually watch and see how those communities are treated in times of trouble like this. So that way we know what we should be asking for when it comes to that. Not to say that there's going to be some type of mitigation that happens. But I've seen a lot of things like for example, my whole problem is that I'm not down with anybody that feels like you're better than anyone else. It just doesn't sit right with me, because everybody thinks they're better than somebody else. The Muslims thinks they're better than the Jews. If you're living in a Muslim country, in a Muslim area of the world that has that ideology, nobody can tell you anything about a Jew being, worth more than a regular person who is a Catholic, for example, or a Christian. And if you're in a place where they practice hardcore Christianity, well, both of those groups can go kick sand and kick rocks when it comes to who's going to be first into the kingdom of God. this is the mythical or the spiritual kingdom of God that these people all aspire to. Everybody feels like they should be first. And I don't know, it just seems to me like, from a common sense point of view, that's where all the killing starts. Am I wrong?
Nah, I think you spot on. Spot on.
Yeah, I mean, people kill in the name of religion more than anything, right?
Kill in the name of superiority more than anything else. We've got quote unquote white supremacy that feels that that all other races are inferior, and it gives them license to go out and do anything to anyone of any person of color. And there's a justification that's built into that. And now this is what we're seeing at Drexel University. We're seeing these people this is a place where they feel like there's a heavy concentration of Jewish students. So now they're going to go after those Jewish students.
See, that's the thing, though. It's not even that there's a heavy concentration. It's just, it's just folks whose passions have run too high, taking whatever shots they can. Because, I mean, that's not really, it's not even as a concentration there. There are some, but it's not.
Because I was gonna say, not even knowing, it's always anti-nigga shit in a place where it ain't no niggas. You know what I mean? It's always anti-Jewish shit in a place where it ain't really that many Jews, because typically there's kind of a mob mentality that goes on, right? Somebody throws a rock, somebody else, somebody else throws a bottle. Before you know it, cars are burning.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just kind of the group think takes over. But typically, like I said,
Philly group think happens fast here. That's why they got to grease the poles, just because the team wins the NFC championship. They got to grease the poles to keep fools from,
right.
They love them. They love the mob here in Philadelphia. They love to just get out there and,
but don't
see
we
what
love
happens.
My point is, though, don't we love a mob in America now? To a certain extent. We've got one group, every group of people, no matter what their ideology, all the extremists have learned by marching on the streets and yelling at the top of their lungs, complaining.
Right, but that's what we do now, though. You know what I mean? We do it on social media, and we do it in real life. You know what I mean? On social media, you're able to find that tribe that agrees with whatever ideology you pick.
Yeah, social media has helped you find your echo chamber.
Right, exactly.
You find your repeaters, so that you start hearing the same idea over and over again. You start thinking that everybody thinks this way.
Exactly,
because that's all you're hearing.
So,
go ahead.
Similar to what you're saying. So, like, I saw it was a clip of Don Staley talking about because everybody is just out here fighting for the piece of the pie that they want. And so Don Staley was on something and was just mentioning that she would like to have more networks involved now that the WNBA's TV deal is ending and they can negotiate their next deal. She's like, we really need more networks to get involved, or else we just have to take whatever ESPN wants to give us. So we're just hoping that we could attract some more into the discussion to be able to drive up the.
She's looking for a stalking horse.
So this guy comes on, happened to be a white guy, and it's just like tries to reword what she stated into I can't even remember what this cat was even talking about. But I was like, so we go back and forth a couple of times because I'm like, you're basically too impatient. Even though this has nothing to do with you. You don't watch the games and I don't watch the game and none of us watch the game. So what? I mean, that's probably the truth. But for her to be able to explain or voice her concerns so she can try to get, so she can try to address her best interests, we should be able to do that here. But you just came in and just hijacked her point because you just angry about whatever. And like Grant was saying, we just go from situation to situation, just mobbing up, and needing to get in on the action, and we really don't even have any skin in the game.
None.
But what she's what she said was business 101. If I went to go get a contractor to get my bathroom remodeled, I'm gonna let them know that I'm getting 3 or 4 different quotes on this. So you just don't give me, you just don't get
you just don't throw whatever number you feel like at me.
Exactly. I said she's just doing the reverse of that, but because she's a woman and because the WNBA is something that you hate or it agitates you, these women are getting in the way of your day-to-day, she's not allowed to use the free market, principles and whatnot to try to negotiate on her and her constituents' behalf. And I'm like, here we go again.
Well, my question to her would be, did she make dinner before she actually?
The brother was born in trouble, and he gonna stay in trouble.
What? What did I say? No, but I mean, listen.
My question for Dawn would be, hey, my statement with Dawn would be like, yo, you've got to get your people to support this product. Because unfortunately, even at the highest levels, the audience just isn't there anymore. Like television is going through a revolution right now.
Exactly.
Right.
Because of everybody's got their channel, everybody's got their device to watch on, everybody's got their niche programming. If you're not watching your niche programming, you have the Instagram and the TikTok and the Facebooks to amuse you and to keep you off the TV. You have to get women to sit down and watch this stuff so that the numbers will grow. And guys have gotten away with it for a lot of years. Like the numbers, the rating system is bananas. It's all an estimate, and a lot of it's BS. Like it's legit BS, but it's the system, and we all accept it. Just like when you walk into church and they say it's the blood and the body of Christ. All right, it's the blood and body of Christ if you say it is. These are the numbers, and this is how many people watching. But what we're finding out is those numbers aren't even close to what reality is. So if she wants to get a stalking horse in for the WNBA rights, they got to find a way to get women to sit down and start watching this, because more than likely they're going to have to do it themselves when they get men to watch it.
All day.
Right.
All day.
But they're ESPN's down 30 million subscribers over the last 10 to 12 years. Like the numbers are going opposite. Like sportscasters about to start taking haircuts, as our teams about to start taking haircuts in their rights fees, because the numbers are working against them, not for them. So unfortunately, the WNBA is having this moment at the same time that the networks are going in the other direction.
Right.
Well, it seems to be a complete depreciation of the entire society that we live in. And sports is just a microcosm of that. It's just a small piece of it, but it's kind of part of the entire pie. I had a conversation today because in my business with, I know you guys, this doesn't really relate to you, but in real estate, they just had a landmark lawsuit case that just broke the other day, and it's got all these different realtors throwing their hands up in the air, because what they did was that they've stated now that if you want to buy a home, that house, the person that is the agent that brings you in, the buyer's agent, you have to pay your buyer's agent out of your own pocket now. So this way, because someone filed a lawsuit and said, as a seller, why should I be paying the buyer's agent's fee? But it's all worked up into the pie. But now what they're doing is that, so now if you're going to go out and you're going to show a property, you as someone who's looking to buy a home has to come into an agreement with an agent. Supposedly, this is how they would like it to work. So that way you would pay that person, say, commission that's commensurate with, to say 3% or 2 or 3%, whatever they would get normally. And you have to put that on top of all your other costs. So in some places, what that does is that leaves an opening for you to actually remove some new home buyers from out of the market. And it allows people with more money. It's another way to basically stop people from actually buying homes and gaining equity and gaining wealth. And the reason why I say that it correlates with what you were just saying about the numbers, it's because like people can't really afford with what they're doing with the economy and keeping everyone at like such high DTIs, 80% DTIs, what it does is it stops people from having money to relax and do things like watch a ball game, go to a ball game, pay for their families. And as such, they're not invested in the distraction any longer. So now the numbers are trickling down to the other markets because it's such an elite thing.
Well, and with the television thing, it's just there's too many options. Like once upon a time, you had 3 channels. That was it, man.
Exactly.
So it was easy to get half the country to watch one program.
Right.
Somebody was ranting about the World Series the other day and how awful the ratings were, and it's the least watched World Series in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But on 4 of the 5 nights that it aired, it was still the most watched program on television.
Right.
So it's still the tallest midget still.
Right.
So sports is a valuable property because it brings more people, brings more eyeballs to the set than anything else. But all those numbers are shrinking all the way across. Like, people talk about the last episode of MASH and how many people watch the last episode of MASH. You'll never get that many people to watch the finale of any one show anymore because it's just there's too many divisions. There's too many other things to watch.
Yeah, there's 167 channels.
Well, here's the thing though, with like the prices and salaries so high, is it going to be justifiable to pay somebody in baseball $40 million to pitch every 5th day?
That's going to stop. That's going to have to come down because so take the Arizona Diamondbacks. Bally Sports is in bankruptcy court right now. You want to talk about some corporate greed and hustling. The folks at Sinclair buy the network, spin it off as a separate entity, charge all these management fees and whatever. Basically, they're bilking money out of the company. They know this company's going under. They're bilking millions of dollars in management fees and back office charges from them. Now they want to pick it up. Now the Diamond's in bankruptcy court. They want to pick it up for pennies on the dollar. But my man at the Arizona Diamondbacks, who's, their RSN is the Bally's, and they've been dropped by Bally's already. He's like, look, I don't know what we're going to get next year for our television rights, but I know this. It ain't going to be what we were getting in the past. And I don't know if it ever will be again. And that's the reality that this year, there are 16 teams looking at that possible reality right now in baseball and in the NBA. So at some point, all of this has been driven by TV money. All these salaries have been driven by TV money. TV money is going to go away. We're going to have to go back to the table. Like the NBA is good because they got a salary cap that's all based on the income that the league gets. But like in baseball, they're going to be a blood fight because the players are all going to say they rich, they can afford it anyway. And these owners, a lot of the smaller owners are being driven out already anyway.
All right, hold it right there. Reg, they're going to flip that over to the entitled athletes are the ones that are now causing the game to actually like go down, sort of like something you've seen in boxing, with the entitled. People got tired of Mayweather at a certain point. They get tired of these guys coming out and having these big spectacles and getting this big money, and you're not getting it. Do you think it's fair to blame the entitled athlete? And Grant, I want you to follow that up.
Yeah, as Rob was talking through that, I'm like, this is exactly what's transpired with boxing over the last 5 or 6 years, with HBO exiting in maybe 2018ish, and now here on December 29th, Showtime Sports they're shuttering that, and kind of starting with the Pacquiao and Mayweather fight, where it took some 5.5, 6+ years to get this fight. We get there on fight night, and then it's really not a memorable fight in the annals of boxing. Nobody ever really talks about Mayweather, Pacquiao. And increasingly, that's basically what the business model has gone to for Premier Boxing Champions, has been the boxing provider to Showtime. You've put all this responsibility to pay. You put all of it on the fans to pay for everything. And now we're getting 2 guys in here facing each other, and we're paying $75. None of them were along the way with Floyd pushing that price point up from 49 $99,
$59.99, $69.99.
none of them were there.
Mhm.
They just come in at the top the same way that Rockaware came in with Polo. You know, we got $90 jeans, and you just been making art. You just been making clothing for a summer now. But anyway, not to get off track. Yeah, it's exactly. To me, it's some short-sightedness, some entitlement that you can sit here as fighters, and you can't go and. What else can you go and do? And then you don't even want to show up and perform. Tyson Fury just 2 weeks ago, $80 fight. This man didn't train for 12 weeks, went in there and got beat up on by an MMA guy in his first boxing match. And now it's egg on the face of the boxing community that the quote unquote baddest man on the planet just got roughed up by a dude fresh out the octagon. What do we do with this?
Well, you know what's interesting about that, and Grant, I want you to follow this up because based upon what the both of you said, it seems to me like finance is a big thing with both of these things, and I think that the evolution of it's kind of interesting because boxing is a sport that generally it had a lot of betting, and you know, Grant, you're actually like very active in the sports betting with with the football leagues and everything. And it seems to me like, you know, don't you think that that's something that might even actually save sports, or it could be actually the only thing that's actually holding the sports leagues together are the betting places.
So along those lines, this is where I think baseball has kind of dropped the ball. They're probably gonna pick it up soon. NFL jumped right in bed with it. NBA is starting to get on board with it. But sports gambling is really now what brings the layperson. So you don't have people that are just diehard sports fans like we are. This younger generation, they not like that.
No,
right? They ain't trying to sit down and watch no 3-hour fucking football game, 3-hour baseball game. You know what I mean? Like they trying to read some stats, try to figure out how they can place this bet and win a few dollars, and that's it. They don't necessarily want to watch the contest.
no,
They want to watch the scoreboard, and hopefully they'll win some money.
they
But
don't want to watch a team suck for 12 years neither.
right, exactly. And like is like you say that. So there's with this, and particularly with football, they're not even playing football the way football was played before, right? Like now the NFL is pushing flag football ridiculously now, and it's because the NFL knows that something is going to have to change if they can't come up with something to stop all these concussions and everything. I mean, there's a whole lot of things that are going sideways with sports, because of money. Right? It's just so similar to hip hop. You got people in it that don't love it, but are making a lot of money from it. And when you don't have that love for it, it shows in the product. NFL games suck. Basketball games suck. Baseball games, they suck too. Right? And they suck because the product that you're putting on the field is not the same product that you used to put on the field. And I mean, you have expansion, you have different ways of training. You know, I mean, there's a lot of factors that are involved with it. But at the end of the day, the product suffers. And when the product is bad, like me, I'm always gonna watch sports. I don't care if the product is bad, because sports is just kind of what I do, right? Like it's part of who I am. But these cats that are coming up, they're not really fucking with sports like that.
They don't have to.
They don't have to.
Care. They don't care.
Get their own thing jumping with the video game leagues now.
Yeah, they got video game leagues. I mean, they're doing skateboarding and all these alternative sports. Yeah,
they got the recess, the tag with the obstacle course. Everybody else is busy trying to get their own thing running instead of sitting. Again, nobody has time to wait. I'm a Washington Commanders, Redskins fan. Ain't done nothing in 27 years. Man, people have moved on and did different things, and just.
And you know what? That's so crazy because, like, you know, me and Grant went to Howard, and I remember back in those days, I couldn't wear my New York Giants shirt around the city without people honking at me and throwing stuff at me. Remember, I used to wear my shirt, Grant, and you'd be like, "Yo, you going out there?" Used to be like, "Yo, you really gonna wear that shirt out there?" And I used to be like, "Fuck yeah, I'm from New York. I don't care." Yeah. And they used to yell at me, and
they didn't give a fuck.
I didn't care. I still didn't care, you know. But listen, man, hard pivot real quick because you mentioned hip hop. I got to give a shout out to Cardi B. Her page actually, they actually made me a top fan on their page today because I got into an argument with someone about Cardi because they actually tried to call her stupid. I'm not necessarily a fan of her music whatsoever and everything, but I've seen her on different shows and I've seen her break down complex political situations and topics in ways that had me like, whoa, Cardi know that too and everything. So I actually just defended her and they actually made me a top fan on her page. So I don't know, does that make me a, you know, I don't know what Cardi B fans do. You know, I can only go from my toxic masculinity background and go, but I guess that would be wrong. You know,
you got it, man.
I guess that's wrong. That's probably off. But you know, I'm just having fun, just like Cardi is, and we're all having fun. So listen, one quick topic before we go. AI is taking over.
Were you defending the WAP?
No, I wasn't defending the WAP, brother. You know what I'm saying? Even though, because the WAP does not need a defense. Does not need a defense. You just do it. But anyway, no need to defend the WAP. But I was defending Cardi because you know what? I hate when people know. I mean, honestly, it's like if you can't tell, the theme of this is just generally, I don't like people picking on the underdog. And even though I don't feel like her, I don't necessarily feel her music. That's not something I want my granddaughter to listen to, the music and everything. That's different than calling her stupid. She's not stupid. Obviously,
she's worked the game.
Right.
She's worked the game better
than the game.
She know what she know.
She's worked it much harder than people and crushed it much harder than others have. She generally really hasn't hurt anybody on her way up, except for chicks that tried to get in her way and, you know, do things the wrong way. She hasn't stepped up. She didn't shoot nobody in the foot.
There were those dudes that she was robbing when she was a dancer, but that's neither here nor there.
But you know what? Listen, if you simping, bro. Come on now. It is what it is. True. What you doing out there? Why are you open like that? Why is it going down like that in the first place? You simping. I don't have no sympathy for that. You know what I'm saying? You losing. Everybody, sometimes it's gotta be a winner sometimes, but that's before. And you know, I'm just talking about her now. She's not a dumb person.
No,
that's
not even close.
Whether you like her, whether you dislike her, calling her dumb is just like, I just hate when people do that. Even your enemies. You know, even your enemies, if your enemies are smart, you don't call your enemies dumb just because you're just mad at them. You know, we used to have a certain thing. That's part of the respecting your enemies. If you don't know your enemy, if you know your enemies and you don't respect your enemy, you can't defeat them. You can only like basically bump heads with them, you know, but you'll never defeat them because you don't take the time to even understand them. You don't respect them. But so you're always going to lose.
I think all of this kind of stems from, I think, the Kardashians, man. Like, I think those were the underdogs that blew everything up. I mean, they just announced that deal with the NBA. I don't know how they the sponsors of whatever this is.
Right.
But yeah. I think when people sit here repeatedly, us everyday folk, you see the certain individuals that can make it across the line, and you don't think that they worked hard. And you don't think that they have any discernible talent, and people we just kind of like hating that now.
You just hate.
We can't figure out how to blow up our thing.
Hating because you're sleeping. You know what I'm saying? I don't begrudge people. I've never begrudged people their success. I think that's the cheesiest thing on earth. You know what I'm saying? I can't even sit down with you. I can't even build with you if you like a hater type person. I just can't. You know, but that's just it just is what it is. And you know, like Cardi, you know what I'm saying? She do her thing. I got much respect for her. I have much respect for her for how she's built her business and the things that she does and everything. It just is what it is. You know, doesn't mean that I'm actually like in love with Cardi. Some chick tried to say it's because it was all rushing down to my loins. And I'm like, yo, B, I'm like, you know, that's how you get got. Because you're confusing naked with stupid. And the two don't always go hand in hand.
So here's a thought. The WNBA. What if just hear me out. What if the WNBA played in lingerie?
Lingerie. Is that sort of like dungarees?
Could we sell that product?
Lingerie. No, I don't think we could.
That's not what Asia's doing. She got the short shorts on now. You know, she didn't roll the shorts up a little bit more to show more thighs and whatnot.
Well, listen,
right.
this conversation is problematic because even though we all know that sex sells all objects for men and women, you're not supposed to talk about it. You know, because that's pervy. You can do it, but you can't talk about it.
Football league.
There is a lingerie football league. There's I mean, heck, women's volleyball is practically
right.
You know, the outfits they make them wear for that. Like somebody should get locked up for that.
You mean the beach volleyball? You talking about beach volleyball?
Yeah, the beach volleyball. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
The collegiate volleyball is not. It's not like they have 20% more clothing on.
Right.
You get to see all of their personality.
Right. I don't think the WNBA women would really be down for that. Grant, I don't think they buy into that.
Well, I don't think they would either. But I think that their mistake is the NBA is a superior product.
By far.
So why would anybody want to watch an inferior product? You know what I mean? Why would anybody want to watch women trying to do the same thing that men do better?
Well,
so to that end, let's do what you do better.
No, you can't. You can't.
Did you see the commercial? Somebody did a mock-up commercial. This is for the World Game football, and basically they show you all these goals, all these fabulous goals, and what they had done is they had used AI and put men over the women. So they show you like 30 seconds of all these ridiculous goals, and then they peel off the AI and show you who actually scored them. And basically, the point is they're just as good as the guys are. It's different. It's not as athletic. It's technical. There are variations to the sport that make it different, but it's definitely not the athletic product that you're used to. It's not the high flying, rim shaking product that you're used to.
Right.
Whether that's better or not. That's subjective.
Because that's what I mean when I say it's an inferior product, is that it's not as visually stimulating as the male game. So let's make it visually stimulating.
So utilizing AI,
or by utilizing VS.
Yeah, it's not. That's problematic.
Just basically do what the PGA and the WTA did, and that's how the women started competing with, Federer and Agassi and whoever. I can't remember my man with the dark hair.
Sampras.
Yeah, Sampras. And the women became. They became it helped with Serena coming along with what Serena brought to the table. But they did
second tennis racket.
Yeah, that. And the matching, the coordinated outfits and all of that.
Mhm.
Sex definitely does sell. I'm not so sure that the WNBA has a product that can actually sell femininity, because they're trying to compete on one hand, like Rob said, you're trying to compete with one of the most most athletic sport that there is out there, where you've got dunks and power, and having, you can't really sell femininity when you're trying to compete with that product per se. It just doesn't, that's probably part of the problem. Women's tennis, there's something about women's tennis. They're running around and everything. And it's like, really, honestly, any women's sport, it's never going to be the men that are going to support the sport. It's going to be that unspoken number of women who may like other women, watching these sports.
I've talked about this on my little thing that I do. The gap between the athleticism and, like you said, the raw athleticism, the power and everything, for the women to be playing below the rim the way that they do, to struggle to make the layups often. And then I don't know, I can't remember the point guard's name for Vegas, but here's the point guard on the team, and she's the least athletic looking person on the team, where their counterparts, the ones, twos, and threes are your most athletic looking guys often, and do some of the most phenomenal stuff. And then I'm trying to watch her. Now, she got a hell of a passing game. I can't remember her name, but she's made some phenomenal passes. But she looked like she'd be like 43 out there moving around the way that she's just built. It's a tough watch, and it just doesn't. That's a sport. I would almost think that women's football, and maybe it's the lingerie league, would do better than what I see out of the play in the WNBA.
Well, you have to think about it in terms of, if the only viewers that you want are male viewers, then you try to sex things up. But if you really want competition, you go to another sport. And tennis is I like women's tennis. I like women's tennis better than I like men's tennis.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, to me, it's like, I think it's a much better played game. If you want to talk about sports where women actually are better at the sport, I think women's tennis has men's tennis beat by a mile. It's like much more interesting, much more. It's got nothing to do with whatever they look like. It's just a better game. But I think that's the only place it is. But Rob, you had said something really quick about AI, and I really wanted to get into AI, but we've actually had probably what is the most misogynistic, troublesome show that we've ever had here on Born in Trouble. I'd like to thank you all for being a part of this. I may have to scrub all of our names from this, and maybe even put blocks on our faces. Go back and do the video over and block our faces out. So that way there's some type of question that this was us. But, and that's only because of the times of what it is. We haven't said anything. I think it's terrible. It's just, we're just talking about sex in an area where we're four men that are talking about sex selling in marketing. And that's not okay right now, because people have deemed that it's not okay. It happening is okay, but us talking about it, that's not okay. But anyway, AI, in terms of how they did that, AI is actually taking over most of these jobs in these workplaces. 54% of employees that their companies are using AI have no idea how the company is using AI. 75% of the employees say they would be more excited about AI if their company were transparent about how it was actually being used, because they see no effect on it on a daily basis. And that's basically it. Do you think that AI is being groomed to replace people in much of the same way that your boss's son comes in and takes over your job and you get fired quietly? Grant, you
Take
got
over?
that one. You
Take
got that
over?
one, Grant. You know,
Yeah.
you're the black guy. You've been running the
here's what I'll
department.
say.
Wait. Let me just give a scenario. You're the black guy. You've been running the department for 10 years.
Mhm.
Okay. You haven't gotten a raise, or you've gotten a slight raise. You have the respect, but not the title. Boss's son graduates from college. He has him come and work underneath you because one day he's going to take over the company.
Right.
You come in after a month. They say, hey, your job has been taken care of. Nepotism Junior is taking over your job.
Right.
Is that the
Comedy
way
board.
that AI is actually moving into businesses right now, where they actually have them integrated with the systems and learning everything that people are doing? So that way, one day, George Jetson is going to come in and take your job.
I believe that's something that is possible. I don't think that's necessarily the plan. But what I do believe is that AI is moving toward doing much more of the thinking than people. I think people are going to be relegated to the labor. When we need to move this piano, yeah, AI can't move the piano. But when we need to figure out how to get the piano from point A to point B, AI can do that. So yeah, I just think you're gonna be looking at a different you're gonna be looking at a shift in the workforce once they figure out what this AI thing really can do and how they can utilize it to its fullest potential.
Are nerds going to still run the world at that point, as AI becomes more and more self-programmable?
Oh, that's the fear. That
Right.
At some point, it becomes smart enough that it leaves its programmers behind. But in the beginning, you know, the AI is only as good as what you program into it. That's why right now it's a little bit biased. You know, it's upholding systems right now because the input is bad.
Right. Well, the input is what we have. You know what I mean? It's only as good as the programmer, like I said.
It's what they're studying.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of these jobs, man, you know, they're going to start around the margins. But a lot of these jobs, you know, they're going to have to redefine what people do. Like, you know, the AI is going to be able to do a lot of stuff, man. The power, the processing capability is so far beyond what we can do that, you know, we're going to have to, our jobs are going to get restructured, man. That thing's just going to push us right out of the way.
Well, they've already started working on that with realtors. Gentlemen, it's been damn near an hour. Time goes fast when you're breaking social mores.
What'd you say about Daryl Morey?
Yes. And when you're trading like Daryl Morey, I can't wait to see. This guy is going out to Los Angeles to ruin another franchise.
Did you see his quote the other day?
The
Did it have
system.
something to do about
He's a
Lucky
system.
Bucks?
That's right.
Yeah, when he said that he's not a part of the system, he is a system.
He is a system. Right. That's right.
Right.
Well, I was just glad that he was being humble.
He got no choice but to be humble. He walk around the streets looking like he's Cookie Monster's half brother, like so he dressed and shit all the time with that beard.
Bro, I swear to God, I swear to God, I was like, yo, if he has a press conference and Latrell Sprewell comes up and says, he's my son, my long lost son, we did DNA, I would not be surprised, because this brother has thrown away so much money in the past couple of years. It's incredible. So much money. Only the Latrell Sprewell and 21 million? That can't even feed my family. Comes in even close to what James Harden has done. And that was only a statement. That wasn't even really that much money. Or was it 28 million? That can't feed my family. James Harden threw away like $150 million, bro.
Yeah, but think of all the strippers' kids who are going to private school now because of James Harden.
Well, that's true. That's an advantage.
Bless his heart.
The brother knows how to run a champagne room. I would take everything bad I've ever said back about James Harden if he would let me hang out with him in the champagne room and treat me like one of his boys, as has been reported how well he treats his boy just one night. And I would take everything back I said about James Harden. But then, of course, as a true child of 2023, the next day I would have to start talking bad about him, all over again, because guess what? My word don't have to mean shit today. This ain't 1980 no more. It's not 1990. You don't have to be a man of your word anymore. You can say any goddamn thing you want. You can make up any statement that you want, and you don't have to fucking hold back on it. You don't have to keep your word or whatever. This is the generation. So we may be a little bit wrong when it comes to sexual mores and running bikini WNBA contests during the season next year as a way to boost ratings. But guess what? My word means something. And on that note, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Mr. Brooks.
Supposedly the birthplace of liberty.
The birthplace of liberty.
Supposedly.
I understand right now that's Tel Aviv. From Mr. Robert Brooks.
No comment.
That's right. From Ohio. The man named after a caramel-coated Reggie bar, candy bar with peanuts that once sold in 1977 Yankee Stadium. Reggie Woodson.
Hey, the Reggie bar was essentially a Baby Ruth, right?
Yeah.
It was just around Baby Ruth.
The Reggie bar was it was a delicious candy bar. And Reggie told me that story. And maybe he didn't tell me that story, but I said it anyway. And I think it's a beautiful thing that the man was named after a Reggie bar. So Reggie Woodson. Thank you.
Ohio, the heart of it all.
Where in Ohio? You closer to
Sadly,
Cleveland?
Dayton.
Dayton? Okay.
Dayton.
I almost got locked up in Dayton once.
That happened.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easy.
Late night at the Taco Bell drive-thru.
Oh man, man.
You know one thing about the show. One of the reasons why
being in Taco Bell.
One of the reasons why that Twitter post kind of got me in the beginning of the show, honestly speaking, is because Rob has stories like that. He's been arrested, probably almost been arrested in more cities than any good quote unquote good guy that you've ever seen. And let's be honest, I ain't no saint and everything. And I just found it interesting that these takes that they got all the chicks that apparently supposedly that I never got a chance to see. I would have to call Cap. But anyway, from Detroit, Michigan, home of City Wings.
2896 West Grand Boulevard, Detroit, Michigan. Come down and get you some.
Come get you some wings, Mr. Grant Lancaster.
And hopefully we can get AI to teach Zach Wilson how to play fucking quarterback in the NFL. This dude sucks.
Ain't gonna happen, homie.
AR didn't get it done.
Ain't that advanced yet. You asking a lot.
You know what I was thinking earlier? How does the biggest market in the NFL have the two worst quarterbacks for the team? How is that?
Alrighty then.
We still recording?
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes. And I'm just gonna say,
this is the unfiltered version of segment.
Oh my gosh. What in trouble. I'm gonna stop the stream.
Too late.
I am seriously going to have to consider